All right, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in to Jammin' Sports on this Friday. I am home early today, so we're going to get an early start on our doubleheader today. Instead of starting at 8 o'clock Eastern, we're starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. All right, our doubleheader today as we continue with Week 13 of our current NFL sim season. We'll have a couple of games from the Lone Star State. It'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. That'll be game number 1. And then we'll have the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys in game number 2 on the schedule here today. All right, first game number 1. The Bengals, they come in at 5-7, and we have the Texans who come in at 3-9. This is a must-win for both teams. Well, actually, the Texans have been eliminated already, so it doesn't matter for Houston. They have absolutely nothing to play for. But for the Bengals, they have a lot to play for, because let's take a look at the standings here in the AFC Central. And the AFC Central is a very tight division at the moment. As I'm trying to toggle down here, let's take a look at the standings here. We have Pittsburgh at 7-6. They lead the division. All right. They've already played this week. They won, and so they are 7-6. One game over 500. Now we have the Bengals and the Browns, both a half game back or a game and a half back at 5-7, and the Colts at 5-8. Who are 2 games back behind Pittsburgh. So the Bengals and the Browns, if they can both win today, they would stay 1 game behind Pittsburgh with 3 games to go on the schedule. So AFC Central still wide open for anybody to win it. We'll talk more about the Browns and the Cowboys when we get there. That'll be game 2 of our doubleheader. All right, let's head out to Houston for this one. It'll be the Bengals and the Texans here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. It's the Bengals and the Texans. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Friday. The Bengals come in at 5-7. The Texans at 3-9. The Texans have been eliminated. They can play spoiler here today. There's the opening kickoff. We're underway from the 4-yard line. Donovan Aaron brings it back over the 20, 25, 30. Aaron, a nice return out to the 39-yard line. And that's where the Texans will set up shop, led by their starting quarterback, Davis Warren, the rookie out of Michigan. The Texans have been mathematically eliminated already. Evil Dead is listening in the car, so we'll go to radio mode. I'm pretty descriptive anyway. Evil Dead's got the Bengals in this one. The first of 2 here today. I'm home early, so I'm going to start early. 1st and 10 for Houston. First play from scrimmage in the game from their own 39. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Travion Henderson right up the middle. And Travion out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. The rookie out of Ohio State, Travion Henderson, on the tackle. Number 95 for Cincinnati. That'll be Cedric Jordan in his 9th year out of Winston-Salem. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Texans. They got a nice kickoff return out to the 39, and now they have it out to the 47-yard line. on 2nd and 3. Texans come out. Warren under center. Warren hands off to Henderson around the outside. And Travion Henderson across midfield and out of bounds at the Bengal 46-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 and a Houston first down. If the Bengals were to lose this game, that would really hurt their playoff chances. They would be 2 full games behind the Steelers with 3 to go. Of course, if the Bengals win, they stay 1 game back with 3 to go. 1st and 10 for the Texans at the Bengal 46. Warren hands off to Henderson around the outside, and Henderson gets taken down back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard. Coming up to bring him down, number 29, Henry Jackson, the third-year defensive back out of Texas. Tried to get around the right side, and he was tackled for a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. We have the Browns and the Cowboys after this. We'll go from Houston up to Dallas. A Lone Star State doubleheader on this Friday. On 2nd and 11 from the 47-yard line. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Henderson up the middle, and Travion Henderson to the 41. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. On the tackle, the linebacker, Logan Harris, in his 2nd year out of Texas Tech. The Gordonsville Tigers baseball team lost yesterday in the sub-state. Their season's over. So the Tigerettes, the softball team, that's the only team still playing here in the county. 3rd and 5 from the 41-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren back. Warren throws, caught by Hayes, down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 14 for Xavier Hayes, the 5th-year receiver out of Arizona State. They convert on 3rd down. Mario Smith on the tackle, the 9th-year safety out of Wisconsin. But it's a 14-yard gain, first down for Houston. Nice opening drive by the Texans. Texans started off slow, but they've put some momentum together here late part of the season. Even though they're 3-9, they've won 2 of their last 3. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Warren to Sanders, and Sanders up the middle, out to the 21. That's Courtney Sanders, the 3rd-year back out of Tennessee. A gain of 6 down to the 21-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. On the tackle for the Bengals, Santonio Gray, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Florida. 2nd and 4 for the Texans now at the Bengal 21-yard line. Nice opening drive so far. 4 wide, Warren under center. Warren hands off to Sanders again. Sanders picks up just a yard. Let's take a look at the Houston offense. Up front, Jackson, Parker, Benson, Hawkins, and Bridge. And then it's Hayes, Sanders, Henderson, Sims, and Welch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 from the 20-yard line. Another big 3rd down for the Texans at the Bengal 20. 5 minutes now left to play in the first quarter. This opening drive by Houston's taken up a lot of time. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. 3rd and 3. Warren draws back. Warren throws down the middle and caught at the 11. A 9-yard gain by Scott Sims, the tight end, in his 3rd year out of Dartmouth. And that'll be another Houston first down. Kevin Wilson, the linebacker, on the tackle, but it's a 9-yard gain and a Texan first down at the Bengal 11-yard line. 4:35 and counting. This drive almost taking up half the quarter already. 3 wide to the near side. Warren in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Warren draws back, sets up a screen pass to Henderson, but the Bengals are right there. A 3-yard loss. Jarrell Green came up and made the tackle, the 7th-year defensive tackle out of Syracuse. A loss of 3 yards back to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 13. Evil Dez listening to Jammin' Sports Radio in his car. The Texans and the Bengals here live from Houston. It'll be 2nd and 13 from the 14-yard line. The Texans can pick up a first down at the 1. Houston comes out 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren to Henderson up the middle. And Henderson picks up just a yard to the 13-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Here's the Bengal defense. They play a 4-3. Langford, Jordan, Green, and Holmes up front. Linebackers, Charles, Wilson, and Gray. And the secondary, Phillips, Jackson, Smith, and Holmes. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Texans at the Bengal 13-yard line. 3:38 and counting. Long opening drive by Houston. Trying not to come up empty. 3rd and 12. Warren in the shotgun, 4 wide. Warren back. Warren throws a fade to the end zone, but too far. Incomplete. Scott Sims in the back of the end zone made the catch, or almost made the catch, but he was beyond the end line. It'll be 4th down. And Houston will have to settle for 3. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt by John Kim, the rookie out of Michigan State, to get the Texans on the board first. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Texans lead it 3-0. 3:21 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-7 Bengals, the 3-9 Texans. Browns Cowboys up next. And that's a big game for both teams. The Browns trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. And the Cowboys, right now, the Cowboys would be in the playoffs as a wild card, but they need to keep winning to ensure that. So that should be a good game coming up next. Cleveland and Dallas. And now Houston will kick off. John Kim will kick off. This will be fielded about 4 yards deep by Corey Tyler. He'll take a knee, touchback. And Cincinnati will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Starting quarterback, Max Johnson. Where's Grando? That's his favorite quarterback. Maximum Johnson, the rookie out of North Carolina. I texted everybody. He's not here. First and 10 for Cincinnati from their own 25 with 3:21 left to play here in the first quarter. Houston up 3-0. With Maximum Johnson at the helm. Sounds like a brand of birth control. Maximum Johnson. 1st and 10 from the 25. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Granger a yard out to the 26. Eric Granger in his 3rd year out of UCLA. Here's the Bengal offense. Up front, McHale, Yeri, Cousins, Simmons, and Blandon. And then it's Curtis, Rose, Granger, Austin, and Mosley. Granger picks up a yard. Zach Martin, the brother of Ty Martin, who plays for the Vikings. They're actually triplets. And there's Ryan Martin as well. 2nd and 9 from the 26. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson, a draw play to Granger, and Granger busting through and gets out to the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 on the tackle, number 92. Mark Potts, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of South Florida. I only worked half a day today and was off early. Since I have to work all day tomorrow, I got softball game tomorrow. Johnson in the shotgun, 3rd and 2. Johnson drops back, throws, caught by Isaac Curtis, and Curtis out to the 44, gain of 11. And a Bengal first down. Finally making the tackle, Toby Roberts, in his 11th year out of Florida State, the safety. But Isaac Curtis, the 8th-year receiver out of Washington, an 11-yard catch, good for a Bengal first down. Out to the Bengal 44-yard line. I put together Gracie's bed last night. Boy, that was a bear. That was a complicated bed to put together. I mean, none of it was prefabricated. You had to put it all. And then she got a new desk, and I had to put that one together this afternoon. 1st and 10 from the 44 in the offset eye. Johnson, play action. Johnson steps up, throws deep. Caught by Mosley, and Kedrick Mosley all the way down to the 25-yard line. 31 yards to Kedrick Mosley, the 9th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington, down to the Bengal 25-yard line. Nice catch and run. And now the Bengals are deep in Texan territory, threatening to score. They're already in field goal range, down 3-0. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Evil Dead's listening on the phone in his car. I guess he's on the way home from work. That'd be my guess. 1st and 10 from the 25, 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Granger picks up 2 down to the 23-yard line. Let's take a look at the Houston defense. They play a 3-4. Terrell, Mitchum, and Harris up front. Linebackers, Smith, Martin, Cameron, and Gentry. And the secondary, Morgan, Potter, Thomas, and Roberts. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bengals at the Houston 23. 1:04 and counting. Excuse me. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger. He gets hit in the backfield. Potter came flying in there on the safety blitz. Kevin Potter, the former Dolphin, in his 4th year out of Washington. A loss of 4. Bring up 3rd and 12. Nobody put a head on Potter. He just came flying in. Right up the middle. 3rd and 12 back at the 27-yard line. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clock is moving. Bengals come out. Big 3rd down. 3 wide to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Johnson looking. Steps up, throws, fires downfield. Mosley all the way down to the 5. A gain of 22 to Kedrick Mosley. And a Bengal first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. As Zach Martin makes the tackle, the linebacker. Ryan Martin plays for the Patriots, and Ty Martin plays for the Vikings. The Martin triplets. And that's going to do it for the first quarter, it looks like. Yes. At the end of 1, Texans lead at 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. We go to the second quarter. The 5-7 Bengals, the 3-9 Texans. The Texans lead at 3-0. But as we start the second quarter, it'll be 1st and goal for Cincinnati at the Houston 5. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead on this Friday, the first half of our doubleheader today. We have the Browns and the Cowboys after this. On 1st and goal, 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown run by Eric Granger, the 3rd-year back out of UCLA. And the Bengals take a 6-3 lead. On the first play of the second quarter, a 5-yard touchdown run. He had great blocking right up the middle. He wasn't touched till he was in the end zone. He was met at the goal line there. 6-3 Bengals, and now Luke Jones will come on, the 11th-year kicker out of Miami, for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Bengals lead it 7-3. 7:58 left to play here in the first half. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Who do they play next week? I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Looking at the schedule here. Cincinnati plays at Dallas next week. And Houston, they'll be hosting Minnesota. So the Bengals will stay in Texas. We'll play Dallas next week. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Justice, about 5 yards deep. He'll take a knee. Touchback. Deshaun Justice in his 4th year out of SMU. 1st and 10, Houston at their own 25, trailing 7-3 here in the second quarter. Texans led by their quarterback, the rookie out of Michigan, Davis Warren. We're still in the early afternoon games here in Week 13. In fact, the next game is an early afternoon game as well. 1st and 10 from the 25, 4 wide for the Texans. Warren in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Warren hands off to Travion Henderson up the middle. And Henderson to the 29. A gain of 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6 on the tackle. Number 53, Logan Harris, the linebacker. 7:40 and counting here in the first half. Bengals up 7-3. Texans come out. Warren in the shotgun, 4 wide. Single back. Warren drops back. Warren throws outside, caught by Hayes. Down the sideline, Xavier Hayes, a big gain. All the way down to the Bengal 22-yard line. "39 yards. Xavier Hayes, the 5th-year receiver out of Arizona State. Caught the pass along the sideline and just hit the afterburners. He had a lot of room down the sideline before he was finally tackled. Who came in to make the tackle? Number 29, Henry Jackson, came all the way across the field. He had the angle. First down, Houston. Deep in Bengal territory now. At the Bengal 22-yard line. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the half. Warren under center. Warren fakes the handoff. Throws, caught by Sims. And Scott Sims, the tight end, down to the 13, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. 3rd-year tight end out of Dartmouth. 6:40 in counting. Second and 1 from the 13. Texans have everybody in tight. Just 2 to the near side. Single back. Warren in the shotgun. And now Sims in motion. Warren hands off to Henderson. And Henderson breaking through. Gets through the line and in for the touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run by Travion Henderson. The Bengals held him up, but he found an opening through the line and snuck through and got the touchdown. They didn't wrap up. Some poor tackling by Cincinnati, allowing Henderson to get around the outside, and goes in for 13 yards out and a touchdown. And now Houston has taken a 9-7 lead. And now John Kim will come on for the extra point. The Texans have been mathematically eliminated already. They're 3-9, so they have nothing to play for, nothing to lose. Kick is up and good. And the Texans take a 10-7 lead. But they can be spoiler to the Bengals today. 6:18 left to play here in the first half. Browns Cowboys up next. And now John Kim will tee it up. Got my allergy cough back again. Every year this time. And now the kickoff by Kim. Fielded at the 7-yard line by Turner, who brings it back over the 30. And Turner out to the 31-yard line. James Turner, the rookie out of Tennessee, the defensive back. And now Max Johnson, the rookie out of North Carolina, will come back out. We have a battle of 2 rookie quarterbacks here today. Well, half the league has a rookie quarterback starting for them this season. So it shouldn't be a surprise if you have 2 rookie quarterbacks playing each other. It's going to happen about half the time. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Eric Granger plows forward out to the 36, a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. On the tackle, number 54, Kerry Cameron, in his 8th year out of Mississippi State. 5:55 left in the half. 2nd and 4 for the Bengals at their own 36. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson to Granger at the middle. And Granger 5 yards out to the 41. He'll be just shy of the marker. And that'll bring up 3rd and inches. Zach Martin came in and made the tackle. The 3 triplets all in their 7th year, but they all went to different colleges. 3rd and inches from the 41 in the I formation. Johnson rolls out, throws outside to Granger, turns up field, and Granger out to the 46. Crosses midfield. A 13-yard gain on the swing pass by Eric Granger. Toby Roberts came over and made the tackle. And the Bengals have it at the Texan 46-yard line. Under 5 minutes now. Clock is moving here in the first half. Bengals come out in the I. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger around the outside, and Granger picks up only a yard as Toby Roberts again came up and made the tackle. Be 2nd and 9. 4.5 minutes left. The Bengals have it at the Houston 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson looking. Johnson throws outside, caught by Mosley. And Kedrick Mosley out to the 37-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd down. Roberts again came up and made the tackle. He's been busy. When your defensive back is making all the tackles, there's something wrong. 4 minutes left here in the first half. 3rd and less than half a yard at the Houston 37. Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide. Petty in motion. Johnson hands off to Renshaw, picks up the first down. A gain of 2. Jared Renshaw, the rookie out of Florida State. Zach Martin on the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 Cincinnati at the Houston 35-yard line. 3:40 in counting. Here in the first half, Texans lead it 10-7. Bengals, though, are moving. They have it at the Houston 35-yard line. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun.
Here we go. 190.
Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson all sorts of time. Rolls out. Throws. Gets it to Curtis. And Isaac Curtis down to the 28. A gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Down to the Bengal 28-yard line. The sure-handed Isaac Curtis on the catch. Making the tackle, the linebacker, Zach Martin. We've talked about him already. 3 minutes and counting. Here in the first half. 2nd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Bengals in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson play action. Throws. In and out of the hands of the tight end, Nick Austin. Incomplete. He should have caught that. That was all on Austin right there. And that'll stop the clock with 2:46 left in the half and bring up 3rd and 2 for the Bengals at the Houston 28. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Throws, caught by Tyler. And Corey Tyler down to the 18. A gain of 10. The 5th-year receiver out of Florida. And that'll be another first down for Cincinnati. Down to the Bengal 18-yard line with 2.5 minutes left. Here in the first half, we're approaching the 2-minute warning. .225 and counting. Bengals come out 4 wide. Johnson under center. From the Houston 18, Johnson back. Throws, caught by Wheeler. Down to the 10, a gain of 8. Henry Wheeler in his 2nd year out of Georgia, the wide receiver. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Texans up 10-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Two minutes left in the first half. Houston leads Cincinnati 10-7. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bengals at the Houston 10-yard line. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Cincinnati trying to retake the lead. Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide, single back.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Johnson drops back, throws down the middle to Curtis, and Curtis fumbles. Toby Roberts picks it up for Houston and brings it back out to the 10-yard line. Curtis Johnson caught it, tried to move upfield and got nailed, and he lost the ball. Was he down? Oh, that's going to be Cincinnati ball. He was down. Ball didn't come out till he was on his back. They'll review that. That's going to be Bengal football. Such a bang-bang play. It's why we are glad we have replay. No review yet, but I'm sure there's one coming. He was squarely on his back, and then the ball came out. If they don't review this, there we go. There's the review. The replay should show this clearly. He's down, his butt's down, his back's down, and then the ball comes out. In fact, his knee's down right here. This will be overturned. It'll be Cincinnati football. Here comes the official. It's reversed. It'll be Cincinnati ball. It'll be Cincinnati first down. First and goal from the 4-yard line. 1:44 and counting. So the Bengals dodge a bullet there. And the Bengals will come out. Johnson in the shotgun.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
Johnson drops back. Johnson rolls out, throws near side. Caught by Granger, no, incomplete. Broken up by Xavier Morgan, the 2nd-year defensive back out of West Carolina. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 1:29 left. If nothing else, the Bengals should be able to tie this up. But they're thinking touchdown here. Johnson in the shotgun with a back on either side. 2nd and goal. Johnson back. Johnson throws inside. Mosley. Touchdown, Bengals. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Kedrick Mosley. And Cincinnati goes up 13-10 with 1:26 left in the first half. Boy, this game has gone back and forth. Just an inside slant, run to perfection. And now Luke Jones for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and good. And the Bengals lead it 14-10, 1:26 left to play. here in the first half. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys after this. We'll head up the interstate and we'll go to Dallas for that game. Luke Jones will kick off for the Bengals. And now the kickoff by Jones. About 2 yards deep. Justice brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. Justice, a nice return out to the 33-yard line. Number 21, Deshaun Justice, the defensive back. 1st and 10 Houston at their own 33. 1:22 left in the half. They still have 3 timeouts. The Texans may score before halftime. They're down 14-10. On a Friday, you never know what type of crowd you're going to get on a Friday. I got paid by Twitch yesterday, though. They made a deposit into my checking account. Wasn't much, but it was something. Warren back. Warren throws to Henderson down the sideline, and Henderson out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 8, be 2nd and 2. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. They're in the hurry up. Warren draws back. Warren looking. Warren throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Kim Phillips, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Duke. Nice play by Phillips. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Texans now at their own 41-yard line. That stopped the clock with 1 minute exactly left to play here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 41-yard line, 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws. And Donovan Aaron making the catch at the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 10. That's enough for the first down. And they take a timeout. Donovan Aaron in his 5th year out of Southern Miss. 54 seconds left here in the first half. Bengals up 14-10. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Texans now at the Bengal 49-yard line. Houston still has 2 more timeouts. Houston trying to at least get a field goal before halftime. The Bengals get the second half kickoff. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren, high snap, looking, throws outside to Henderson. And Henderson will lose a yard back to the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. The Texans take a timeout with 50 seconds left. They have 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. Second and 11 from the 50-yard line. A nice day here in Houston. It was about 70 degrees at kickoff. Roof is open. First week of December, that's not bad. 2nd and 11, 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Single back. Warren draws back. Warren looking. Warren steps up, throws deep downfield. He's got a man. Donovan Aaron. All the way down to the Bengal 9-yard line. 41 yards to Donovan Aaron, the 5th-year receiver out of Southern Miss. Clock is running, 33 seconds. They did not take a timeout. Boy, he weaved all over and nearly scored. Finally taken down by T.J. Reed, the 6th-year safety out of Georgia. As we watch the replay again, it'll be 1st and goal Houston at the 9-yard line. There's 33 seconds left, and the clock should be moving. They did not take a timeout. They're holding on to that final timeout. Yet we're down to 29 seconds. 25. And now the Texans will come to the line. 3 to the near side. Warren in the shotgun. First and goal from the 9. Taking a lot of time. Warren back. Warren looking. Throws. Caught by Donovan Aaron in the end zone. Touchdown. Houston. A 9-yard touchdown catch as the Texans retake the lead right before halftime. Nice drive by Houston right before half. And now they're up 16-14. Aaron found an open spot and just stood there. And Warren found him. He just parked it right there. John Kim for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Texans lead at 17-14. That's 5 lead changes in this game already. It's like every drive has ended with a score of some kind. Nobody has punted yet. 13 seconds left. The Bengals do get the second half kickoff. Houston leads at 17-14. 13 seconds left in the half. John Kim will kick off. And now the kickoff by Kim. From the 4-yard line, Turner over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And James Turner brings it out to the 29. 9 seconds left. The Bengals will probably just take a knee, go to halftime, since they get the second half kickoff. Been a great first half. It's gone back and forth. 5 lead changes. And Maximum Johnson, the rookie out of North Carolina. Well, they're going to run a play. They have 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. First and 10 from the 29. Johnson back. Johnson throws down the middle. Caught by Nick Austin. All the way out to the 49-yard line. They take a timeout with 3 seconds left. It's a gain of 20, but they're not in field goal range. Their only option now is to throw a Hail Mary right before halftime. Xavier Morgan on the tackle. The second-year defensive back out of West Carolina. That was Misty texting me. First and 10 for the 49. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun.
Here we go. Wide nine.
Johnson draws back. Johnson throws deep downfield into a crowd. No good. Halftime. Halftime score, Houston 17, Cincinnati 14. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. We go to the second half. The 5-7 Bengals, the 3-9 Texans. Texans lead it 17-14. Houston has won 2 of their last 3 games, trying to make it 3 of the last 4. Even though they're eliminated from the playoffs already at 3-9. John Kim will kick off for Houston to start the second half. From the 6-yard line, Tyler over the 20, 25, and Corey Tyler out to the 31-yard line. Corey Tyler in his 5th year out of Florida, and that's where the Bengals will have it, 1st and 10. Chance for Cincinnati now to retake the lead, down 17-14. as Max Johnson will come back out to lead the offense. Maximum Johnson. Where is Grando? His favorite quarterback's playing. First and 10 for the Bengals now at their own 31 as we start the second half in the I formation. Johnson hands off. Nope. Play action looking. Rolls out. Throws deep down the near sideline. On the sideline making the catch is the tight end, Nick Petty, down to the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20 yards. Nice footwork by Petty, the second-year tight end out of Michigan State. And that'll be a Bengal first down into Texan territory. First and 10 for the Bengals now at the Texan 49. Texans up 17-14. Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson throws deep. Caught by Nick Austin. And the big tight end down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 29 yards to Nick Austin in his 10th year out of Texas. Homecoming for him today. In fact, Austin once played for these Texans. That was many years ago. First down, Bengals. Houston's up 17-14. Every drive in the first half ended with a score, except for the final one, which ended at halftime. There have been no punts in this game so far by either team. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Johnson in trouble, and he's going to get sacked back at the 28-yard line. On the sack, Eric Gentry, the rookie linebacker out of USC. It'll be 8-yard loss back to the 28-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 18 for Cincinnati. We have the Browns and the Cowboys after this. We'll be in Dallas for that one. We'll head up to Big D. The Texans have absolutely nothing to play for. They've been eliminated already. The Bengals trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. They still have a shot at the division. Johnson hands off to Granger around the outside, and Granger reverses course unwisely and gets taken down for a 4-yard loss. Kerry Cameron, the linebacker, comes up and makes the tackle back at the 32-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 22. Browns Cowboys up next. We will not be on tomorrow. I'll be on the radio doing a sub-state softball game tomorrow, but we'll be back on Sunday. 3rd and 22 from the 32-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws. Caught by Nick Austin. Down to the 16. A gain of 16. But he's going to be shy of the first down. Actually, a gain of... Let's see. It's actually a gain of 15 yards. It'll be 4th and 7. The Bengals will kick a field goal. It will tie the game if they make it. Luke Jones will come on. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt by Jones to tie the score. Every drive has ended with a score of some kind, at least so far. From 33 yards, the kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 17 with 5:39 remaining here in the third quarter. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports, where it's the game that matters. The first half of our Friday doubleheader. We'll have hockey on tonight when football's over. We'll get back to our hockey sim season. Play a couple of hockey games tonight. And now kicking off will be Luke Jones for the Bengals. And that's going to be Justice, about 7 yards deep. Touchback. And Houston will have it thrown 25-yard line. 5:39 remaining. Here in the third quarter, we're tied at 17. Davis Warren will come back out. The rookie out of Michigan. Bengals Texans tied at 17. 5:39 left. We're in the third quarter. On a nice day in Houston. First week of December. Week 13. Three receivers to the near side. Warren in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Warren draws back. Warren throws. Caught by Donovan Aaron. And Aaron all the way out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 18. First down, Houston. And now the Texans are on the move again. Neither team has punted. The only drive that got stopped was Cincinnati's final drive of the first half when time ran out. 1st and 10 for the 43-yard line. The Texans come out. 4 wide, single back. Warren this time under center.
Here we go now. Green.
Warren draws back. Warren throws outside, caught by Robinson. Out to the Bengal 46-yard line. It's a 12-yard gain and a first down. Cam Robinson, the second-year receiver out of Tennessee. First down, Texans into Bengal territory. Making the tackle, number 23, Kim Phillips, in his third year out of Duke. 4:47 and counting here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Texans. They come out in the offset eye. Warren under center. Warren hands off. Nope, play action. Throws outside. Caught by Burton. And Burton out to the 43-yard line. That's the fullback, Taylor Burton, in his 11th year out of Kansas State. A gain of 3. Mario Smith came over and made the tackle for Cincinnati. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the Bengal 43-yard line. Excuse me. 4:20. Clock is moving. Texans come out at the Bengal 43-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren under center. Warren, 3-step drop, throws, gets it out to Sims. And Scott Sims out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. The tight end, Scott Sims. The linebacker, Kevin Wilson, came up and made the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 38-yard line. In the offset eye, Warren under center. Warren, hands off, no play action, rolls out, throws deep, and it's knocked down by Kevin Wilson, the 6th-year linebacker out of Maryland. Grace is here, say hi.
Hi. Evil Dead is the ball.
That's right. He's the greatest of all time. And that'll bring up 4th and 2. Are we going to finally see a punt? The intended receiver was Scott Sims. Or will he try a 55-yard field goal? They're going to try a 55-yard field goal. This will be John Kim. It'll give the Texans the lead. Should he make it? Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. He nailed it from 55. The rookie out of Michigan State. And that had room to spare. He absolutely nailed that one. That would have been good from 60. And the Texans retake the lead 20-17. By the way, Evil Dead is 93-66 on the season. 27 games over 500. 3:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Houston up 20-17. Still a lot of time left in this one. And now Kim will kick off. From the 5-yard line, Corey Tyler over the 20, 25. Tyler around the outside, and Tyler makes his way out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Bengals will take over, down 20-17 with 3:28 left. Max Johnson comes back out. His numbers on the day. If the Bengals lose, they would not be eliminated yet. However, I would put a fork in them. An 8-8 team is not going to make the playoffs in the AFC. I just don't see it. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson under center.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Curtis in motion. Johnson looking, throws. And Curtis makes the catch out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. On the tackle, Toby Roberts. 3:12 remaining here in the third quarter. Clock is moving. Second and 4 for the Bengals. At their own 36. Single back, everybody in tight. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle. And Eric Granger picks up 3 out to the 39-yard line. And Zach Martin on the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for Cincinnati at their own 39. So a big third down coming up here for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun on 3rd down. Draw play to Granger. He picks up the first down. And Granger out to the 45, a gain of 6. Before he's tackled by Zach Martin in his 7th year out of Montana. 2:17 and counting. As we watch the replay. First and 10 for the Bengals now at their own 45-yard line. We're coming up on 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Houston up 20-17. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger out to the 49, a gain of 4 yards. Make it a 3-yard game. He's 2nd and 7. Kerry Cameron on the tackle, the linebacker. .145 and counting. Bengals quickly come back to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger across midfield. Granger a big gain inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 14 yards for Eric Granger. Toby Roberts came over and made the tackle. Again, it'll be 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Down to the Bengal 37-yard line. Bengals on the move, down 20-17. Here late in the third quarter. A minute 15 and counting. 1st and 10. Bengals come out, single back, just 2 receivers wide. Johnson under center. Mosley in motion. Johnson fakes the handoff, play action, throws. Down the middle to Mosley. Down to the 23, a gain of 14. And that'll be a Bengal first down. Kedrick Mosley in his 9th year out of Eastern Washington. Another Bengal first down as they drive deeper into Texan territory. They're in field goal range now. At the very least, they should be able to tie the game up. Houston leads it 20-17 here in the third quarter. We have still not had a punt in this game. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson looking, throws. Caught by Boone, coming across. And Boone down to the 13. Does he have enough? No, gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. On the catch, Jake Boone, the rookie out of the University of Miami. We're down to 20 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Time enough for one more play, it looks like. It'll be second down and about half a yard from the Houston 13-yard line. Bengals in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson to Rose this time, and Marcus Rose down to the 12, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Texans up 20-17 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. We go to the fourth quarter. The Texans lead it 20-17 over the Bengals. But as we start quarter number 4, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Houston 12-yard line. Chance for the Bengals now to take the lead if they can get a touchdown. Cincinnati comes out in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. Granger gets nailed for a 2-yard loss back at the 14. Came flying in there. Eric Gentry, the rookie linebacker out of USC from College Football 25, just absolutely nailed him. I don't think he was blocked. He came in unblocked and got Granger for a 2-yard loss. He's second and 12 back at the 14-yard line. Bengals come out in the I formation. Johnson under center. Hands off to Granger again, and Granger gets nailed for a 3-yard loss this time. Coming around the outside, Kevin Potter, the safety, excuse me, on the safety blitz. They'll call it officially a 2-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 14. And now the Bengals face a 3rd and 14 at the Houston 17. They're going to first down at about the 3-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger. A draw play. And Granger picks up 2 to the 15. Before Holiday makes the tackle. Number 27, Dante Holiday, the 8th-year safety out of Kansas State. It'll be 4th down. And the Bengals will kick a field goal and try to tie this one up. And now Luke Jones will come on. This will be a 32-yard attempt to tie the ball game. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 20 with 6:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. And again, we have yet to have a punt. We have not had a punt in this game by either team. Now we've had, in fact, there's been a score at the end of every drive except for one. The drive that was going on that end of the half. We're tied at 20. And now Luke Jones will kick off for the Bengals with 6:35 left in regulation. There's the kick from the 5-yard line. Donovan Aaron over the 15, 20, 25, 30. Donovan Aaron out to the 36. He nearly broke it. He was almost through that line there. And the Texans will take over at their own 36. Davis Warren comes back out. His numbers on the day. Neither quarterback has thrown a pick. There's been no turnovers in this game. No turnovers, no punts. You don't see that very often. 1st and 10 for the Texans now at their own 36-yard line. We have the Browns and the Cowboys after this. In the offset eye, Warren under center.
Let's go. 3-19.
Warren fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws outside, caught by Burton, the fullback, out to the 35. He actually lost a yard. And coming up to make the tackle in the flat, number 54, that's Jay Charles, the rookie linebacker out of Tennessee State. Loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Texans at their own 35-yard line. .6:26 left to play in regulation. I think Gracie's hanging up pictures in the other room. In the offset eye, Warren under center. Warren hands off to Henderson, and Travion Henderson gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Jarrell Green was right there to make the tackle in his 7th year out of Syracuse. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Texans now at their own 35. 6 minutes left to play. Clock is moving. In regulation, we're tied at 20. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Warren draws back. Warren throws near side. Donovan Aaron cannot make the catch. That was broken up by Mario Smith, the 9th year safety out of Wisconsin. And now we're finally going to see the game's first punt. The intended receiver was Donovan Aaron. Incomplete. And the first punt of this game will take place in the 4th quarter. Justin Polk will come in, the 2nd-year punter out of Rice. So Justin Polk, a local boy. He went to college locally here at Rice University. Polk back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to be inside the 5. Nice punt. It'll be down at the 3-yard line. Nice punt by Justin Polk, the 2nd-year punter out of Rice. And now Cincinnati will start their own 3-yard line in a tie ball game. We're tied at 20. Max Johnson, his stats on the day. 5:36 left. Plenty of time. No need to panic. All the Bengals need is a field goal. Both teams with 3 timeouts. As I said, 5:36 left to play in regulation. We're tied at 20. Bengals come out in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson to the fullback, Bryce Curry. And Curry 2 yards out to the 5-yard line. Make it a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bryce Curry in his 7th year out of Tennessee. Zach Martin on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Johnson to Curry again. And Curry just gets back to the line. No gain. Well, maybe a half yard. They call it 3rd and 8. Terrell came up, made the tackle, number 94. Kevin Terrell in his 2nd year out of West Virginia. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Bengals at their own 5. 4:49 and counting. Bengals come out 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back. Johnson looking. Steps up. Throws outside. Caught by Isaac Curtis. And he's out of bounds at the 12. He's going to be shy of the first down. They needed 8. He got 7. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 12-yard line. Well, the Texans had their first punt of the day moments ago. And now the Bengals will have their first punt of the day. Jordan Finch will come on in his 6th year out of Auburn. Gets the punt away. The Texans should get pretty good field position out of this. From the 40, Donovan Aaron brings it back across midfield. And Aaron out to the Bengal 47-yard line. Davis Warren will come back out. We're tied at 20. The Bengals and the Texans with 4:27 left. And Houston with great field position now and a chance to retake the lead. They have it at the Cincinnati 47-yard line. Browns Cowboys up next. We'll head up to Dallas for that one. On 1st and 10 in the I formation. Warren under center. Warren, play action, throws deep downfield. Jump ball, and it's underthrown, incomplete. Broken up by Taz Holmes, the rookie out of Nebraska. Holmes actually should have caught it. The ball was underthrown, and Holmes broke up the pass. That was intended for the wide receiver there, number 86, Xavier Hayes. 4:21 left. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Warren hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson plowing forward out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And the Texans are getting close to field goal range. We're tied at 20 as we're coming up on 4 minutes left in regulation. This game has gone back and forth. Travion Henderson, the rookie out of Ohio State. Coming up on 4 minutes left. 3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line. 5 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Warren draws back. Warren throws, and it's broken up. They were looking for Donovan Aaron. Taz Holmes came up, made another great play for the Bengals, and that'll bring up 4th down. This would be a 57-yard field goal attempt if the Bengals are going to try it. It'd be awfully long. John Kim, though, he made one from 55 early in the 3rd quarter. They may try it. And that would have been good from 60. They're going to try it. John Kim from 57. Snap, kick is up. And that one is off target. That was wide right. No good. We remain tied at 20 with 3:44 left. And now the Bengals are going to have the ball in great field position. They'll have it at their own 47-yard line. Plenty of time left for Cincinnati as Max Johnson comes back out, the rookie out of North Carolina. Max Johnson from College Football 25. Go look him up on the Tar Heels. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Plenty of time for the Bengals. 3:44, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. And they're starting at their own 47-yard line. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson throws deep downfield. He's got a man. Boone down to the 12. A 41. They always round it off. A 41-yard catch downfield by Jake Boone, the rookie out of Miami. And the Bengals have it now at the 12-yard line. Misty has joined us. Hi, Misty. Did you find the nails? Okay. 1st and 10, Bengals now from the Houston 12-yard line. 3:20 and counting. 4 wide for Cincinnati. They're thinking touchdown. Johnson, hands off, no play action, watch out. Turns the other way, being chased, breaks a tackle, and then finally goes down the 14-yard line. A loss of 2. Kevin Terrell finally caught up to him after he broke 1 tackle, avoided a sack, but he finally gets a sack. It'll be 2nd and 12. Gracie's back. Say hi, Gracie. Greatest of all time. Say he's the greatest of all time.
He's the greatest of all time.
You know it. 2nd and 12 from the 14-yard line. 2:50 and counting. Bengals in the offset eye.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Johnson to Granger around the outside, and Eric Granger inside the 10. Granger all the way down to the 1. A 13-yard run by Eric Granger. It'll be 1st and goal Bengals at the 1-yard line. 2:27 and counting. We're tied at 20 here late in the 4th quarter between the Bengals and the Texans. Bengals trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. If they win, they'll stay a game behind Pittsburgh in the AFC Central. I would keep that other blanket underneath as a buffer. Spread out the orange one first. First and goal from the 1 yard line. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Should have time for a play. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Johnson, play action, watch out. He's going to get sacked back at the 11-yard line. A loss of 10. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 20 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. The final 2 minutes of this one. We're tied at 20 with the Bengals and the Texans. It'll be second and goal for Cincinnati at the Houston 11-yard line. As the Texans just got a sack. They had it first and goal from the 1. It was a 10-yard sack back to the 11-yard line. Bengals come out in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff. Dumps it outside to Curry. And Bryce Curry will lose 2 yards. He made the catch but got nailed in the flat by number 26, Xavier Morgan, the defensive back. A loss of 2 more yards. It was first and goal at the 1. Now it's third and goal back at the 13-yard line. As the Texan defense is playing well. For a 3-9 team, the Texans are actually a pretty good 3-9 team. They're just missing a few parts. Third and goal from the 13-yard line. Johnson under center. Petty in motion. Johnson hands off to Granger around the outside. Eric Granger makes it to the 10. A gain of 3. Houston takes a timeout with 1:22 left. And now Luke Jones will come on. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt to give the Bengals the lead. We're tied at 20 with 1:22 left. So Cincinnati trying to retake the lead here. This would be our 8th lead change of the game. If the Bengals do convert. And now Jones will come on from 27 for the lead. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. And the Bengals lead at 23-20 with 1:19 left. Houston with just 2 timeouts. They used one right before the kick to save on time. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas, Week 13, here at Jammin' Sports. So the Texans will have 1:19 to work with 2 timeouts. They'll have one final shot to either tie it up or take the lead. As the Bengals have just kicked a field goal to take a 23-20 lead. Browns Cowboys coming up next. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. There you go. And now the kickoff. From the 5, Dom and Aaron over the 15, 20, 25, and Aaron. Another nice return out to the 34-yard line. And that's where Houston will take over with 1:14 remaining. And now Davis Warren, the rookie out of Michigan. Of the 14 rookie quarterbacks, he was the only one not taken in the first round. He was taken in the second round by Houston. Travion Henderson was taken in the first round. First and 10 from the 34-yard line, 5 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws near side. Caught by Welsh. Down to the Bengal 43-yard line. 23 yards. DJ Welsh in his 4th year out of Arizona. Houston in the hurry up. Warren back to throw. Warren looking, throws wide open. Henderson down the middle. Travion Henderson down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 32. 1st and 10 at the 11, 47 seconds. Houston in the hurry up. Warren in the shotgun, 4 wide. Warren draws back. Warren throws, caught by Welsh underneath. Down to the 6, a gain of 5. We're down to 35 seconds. 2nd and 5 from the Bengals 6. Warren in the shotgun, 4 wide. Warren back. Warren throws underneath, caught by Henderson. Henderson drives forward down to the 1. And they finally take a timeout. It's a gain of 5. That'll be a first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Wow. What a drive by Houston. 24 seconds left. It took Houston 3 plays, and they get down to the Bengal 1-yard line. Houston still has a timeout. They don't have to settle for 3 here. They can try to punch it in. Boy, what a upset this would be. Houston trying to win their 3rd of the last 4 games. Warren in the shotgun with the back on either side. 1st and goal from the 1. Warren back. Warren looking. Warren throws and just throws it away. Incomplete. 19 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Bengals up 23-20. Houston trying to score the upset. 19 seconds left. Down by 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They still have a timeout, and that is huge. That opens up the whole field to them. They come out in the I formation. Warren, play action, and he gets sacked back at the 9. Making the sack, number 92, Lacey Holmes, in his 3rd year out of Houston. And the Texans take their final timeout with 11 seconds left. That's a loss of 8 yards back to the 9-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 9. Now, the question is, do you kick the field goal now, or do you take a shot? If you take a shot, it has to be to the end zone. You don't have any timeouts. Time will run out if you come up short. I kick the field goal myself and play for overtime. And that's what they're going to do. John Kim, and now the Bengals will try to ice him. This will be a 26-yard attempt by Kim. The Bengals call a timeout. It's hard to ice a kicker on a 26-yard field goal attempt. That's a pretty short attempt. We're looking at overtime here, square in the face. It might be a little bit before we get to the Browns and the Cowboys. Now John Kim will come back out and try a 26-yard field goal to tie it up. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 23. 8 seconds remaining. This one's going to overtime, it looks like. Live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Cincinnati 23, Houston 23 with 8 seconds left. The Bengals trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. Houston's already been eliminated. Houston with nothing to play for, so they have nothing to lose. John Kim will kick off. Eight seconds left in regulation. And now the kickoff by Kim. From about 7 yards deep, Turner will take a knee. Corey Turner. And the Bengals will start from their own 25-yard line. They'll probably just take a knee and go to overtime. It's what I'd do. Just play for overtime. Let's see if that is the idea here. Well, they're going to run a play. They've got 3 receivers to the far side. Johnson under center. 1st and 10. Petty in motion. Johnson hands off to Granger. That's a give-up play. And Granger out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals actually take a timeout with 4 seconds left. A gain of 5. Kevin Potter came up from his safety position and made the tackle. Four seconds remaining. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. This should be the final play of regulation. Johnson in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. Johnson drops back. Johnson looking. Throws deep downfield into a crowd, bouncing around, incomplete. We're going to overtime. We're live from Energy Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. It's the Bengals 23, the Texans 23. So we'll have the coin toss. And let's see who wins the toss. Coin toss is won by Cincinnati. So if the Bengals score a touchdown in this opening drive, the game is over. Anything less than that, the Texans will get a possession. Remember now here at Jammin' Sports, we don't have ties. If we're still tied after one overtime, we'll go to a second overtime and so on. We have had 20 double overtime games in our history. We've never had a triple overtime. We've come close a couple of times, though. And John Kim will kick off. From the 6, Turner on the return over the 20-25. And James Turner brings it out to the 33-yard line. What'd you say, Misty? What? Yeah, we're going to overtime because Misty's back. All right, we start the overtime period with the Bengals at their own 33-yard line. Max Johnson will come back out to lead the offense. If the Bengals score a touchdown, it's over. If they do not score and the Texans get the ball, we'll be in sudden death. Bengals can only win the game outright right now with a touchdown. Johnson under center, 1st and 10. Johnson, play action, throws deep, caught by Mosley, and Kedrick Mosley out to the 46 of Houston. It's a 21-yard gain. And Mosley now just a yard shy of 100 for the day. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Houston 46-yard line. We're in overtime, tied at 23. Cowboys hosting the Browns up next. On 1st and 10 from the Houston 46 in the I formation. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and a big gain by Granger. Out to the 38, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. (7-12) and counting. Kevin Potter, the safety, came up and made the tackle, along with Ray Thomas, number 28, in his 8th year out of Iowa, the safety. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the first overtime. 4 wide for the Bengals, 2nd and 2 at the Houston 38-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws near side, caught by Curtis. His forward progress down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 3, and that'll be a Bengal first down. As we watch the replay, on the tackle, number 59, Eric Smith, the rookie linebacker out of Air Force. Isaac Curtis on the catch. 6:40 and counting here in the overtime. 1st and 10 from the Houston 35-yard line. Bengals come out, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson fakes the handoff, throws down the middle, wide open. Jake Boone, and he coughs it up. And Martin recovers for Houston. Jake Boone all the way down to the 16, and then he coughs it up. Let's watch the replay. I don't think he was down. Yeah, that ball is out way before. I mean, he took a shot from number 22, Kevin Potter. He comes up and just nails him. And Boone fumbles the ball. And now the Texans have it, 1st and 10. Going the other way, they'll start their own 16. We're now in sudden death. The next score wins. It doesn't matter who or how. The Bengals came up empty on their drive, so now we're in sudden death. Next score wins. Field goal, safety, touchdown, it doesn't matter. That's the first turnover of the game. Houston comes out in the eye. Warren under center. Warren fakes the handoff. Warren. He's going to take off. And Warren out to the 23, a gain of 7. For Davis Warren, the rookie out of Michigan. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. As we're coming up on 6 minutes left to play. Here in the first overtime. We're tied at 23. Six minutes left in the overtime. Houston comes out 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson picks up a yard to the 24-yard line. Kevin Wilson, the linebacker on the tackle, will bring up 3rd and 2 for the Texans. We're in sudden death overtime here in Houston, Texas. .5:29 left in the first overtime. 3rd and 2 for the Texans now at their own 24. Warren hands off to Henderson around the outside. He's got the first down. Travion Henderson out to the 33. A gain of 9. And an injury timeout. Henderson got shaken up on the play. He'll have to come out. And that'll give... Well, they don't charge him a timeout there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Texans at their own 33 with 5:18 left in the first overtime. The Bengals had the ball first in overtime, and they fumbled it away. And the Texans, this drive started at the 16. They worked it out to the 33-yard line. On first down, Texans come out. Warren in the shotgun. Davis says kill them. Warren back. Warren looking. Throws outside. Caught by Hayes. Xavier Hayes out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. And he gets out of bounds. It'll stop the clock with 5:13 left in the first overtime. Bengals Houston tied at 23. Browns Cowboys up next. The Texans can win it with a field goal. Warren under center on 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Green 39.
Warren hands off to Sanders. Picks up the first down. All the way out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 10 by Courtney Sanders, the third-year back out of Tennessee. First down, Houston. 4:50 and counting. This is the third overtime game the Texans have played this season. Their first one at home. They lost to the Broncos in Denver in overtime. They beat the Chiefs in overtime a few weeks ago. 1st and 10, Warren to Sanders. And Sanders out to the 45. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Jarrell Green on the tackle. .420 and counting. All the Texans need is a field goal. 3 receivers to the near side. Warren in the shotgun. Warren looking. Throws. Oh, it's picked off by Gray. And a flag on the tackle. Number 92 for the Bengals. It's Santonio Gray on the interception. They're going to get the Bengals with an illegal block in the back, but it's going to be Cincinnati football. They'll have it at their own 33-yard line with 4:04 left. So we stay in sudden death, and now the Bengals with a chance to win it. All the Bengals now need is a field goal. There's been 2 turnovers in this game, and both have come in overtime. Johnson fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Jake Boone. He holds on this time. A 15-yard catch out to the 48-yard line. I don't know, Evil Dead. They said there was a block in the back on the pick. Evil Dead has joined us live now. He was listening in the car. 1st and 10 Bengals. We're in overtime. We're tied at 23. 3:43 left in the first overtime. We'll go to a second if we need to. 4 wide. Johnson under center. It was a bang-bang play. Johnson throws to Boone, and Jake Boone down to the 33-yard line. A 19-yard catch by Jake Boone, who goes over 100 yards on the day. The rookie out of the University of Miami. On the tackle, number 27, Dante Holliday, the safety. And now the Bengals are getting closer. They're on the edge of field goal range. We're tied at 23. Evil Dead took the Bengals in this one. Evil Dead is 93-66 on the season. 27 games over 500. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson to Granger. And Granger only picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. On the tackle, number 92, Mark Potts. Under 3 minutes left in the first overtime. Bengals trying to get closer. They can win it with a field goal. We're in sudden death. Johnson under center. Mosley in motion. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Granger gets nailed at the 30-yard line. On the tackle that time, Kevin Terrell. It would be a 47-yard field goal from here. .215 and counting. On 3rd and 8 in the I formation. They hand off to Granger, and Granger to the 28-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 5. Zach Martin on the tackle. Now it's a 45-yard field goal attempt. The veteran Luke Jones will come on and try to win it for the Bengals. 150 and counting. And the Texans going to try to ice them. They'll call a timeout. The Bengals will keep their slim playoff hopes alive with a win. They'd be 6 and 7. They'd be 1 game behind the Steelers with 3 to go. Anything can happen in the last 3 weeks of the season. .149 left in the overtime. And now Luke Jones will line up for a game-winning 45-yard field goal attempt for the Bengals to end overtime. Here we go. Snap. Kick is up. It's blocked. The Texans block it. And the Texans will have it at the 36-yard line. It was recovered by Kevin Potter, who blocked it. Number 21. That's Deshaun Justice. This game not over yet. We could have a second overtime. And now, with less than 2 minutes left in the first overtime, Houston will come out. 1:44 on the clock. All the Texans need is a field goal. The Texans have to go about 35 yards, though, to get in the field goal range. They still have a timeout, but that's really not important now. Warren. Play action. Warren throws deep, and is caught by Hayes. Xavier Hayes out to the 42-yard line. 22 yards. Down to the Bengal 42, 127 and counting. On the tackle, number 21, Mario Smith. I think it was Smith. No, it was Holmes. I'm sorry. Number 24, Taz Holmes, the rookie out of Nebraska. He did not get out of bounds. The clock is moving. 125 and counting. And the Texans have it at the Bengal 42-yard line. Texans come out 3 wide to the far side. Warren in the shotgun. Down to 1:14 left in the first overtime. Warren, play action. Warren throws deep. Wide open Hayes. Down to the 19-yard line. A 23-yard gain to Xavier Hayes. 1 minute and counting. And now the Texans. That'd be a 36-yard field goal from there. We're in sudden death. A field goal will win it. I would kick it now, to be honest with you. And that's what they're going to do. John Kim. And they call a timeout. They try to ice him. This will be from 36 yards to win it for Houston. In overtime. Why tempt fate? Just win the game. So the Bengals will ice the kicker. And now the Texans will line up again. John Kim, the rookie kicker out of Michigan State, will come on from 36 yards to try to win it for Houston with 48 seconds left in the first overtime. Here we go. From 36 yards. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. The Texans win it in overtime. Your final score, Houston 26, Cincinnati 23. Thanks for watching. We've got the Browns and the Cowboys up next. We'll see you then.